I never believed in coincidences, not until that night. My name's Jace, and the girl who made me believe otherwise is Lina. We were 14 when the stars first spoke to us. We'd snuck out past curfew, as usual, carrying nothing but flashlights and our oversized backpacks filled with snacks and comic books. The meadow behind my house was dark except for the flickering silhouettes of fireflies. It was our secret place. A slice of the world untouched by parents, homework, or the unrelenting hum of our small town. "I swear, Jace," Lina whispered, her breath fogging in the chilly night air, "if we see another shooting star, I'm going to finally make a wish that actually matters." I snorted. "Last time you wished for a pet dragon. Did your mom get you one?" "Ha, very funny." She elbowed me lightly. "This one's different. I can feel it." That's when it happened. A pulse of light, bright and impossible, streaked across the sky. But it didn't just streak. It stopped, hung there, hovering above the treetops, and then it descended. We froze. My instinct screamed to run, but curiosity rooted me to the spot. Lina gripped my hand, her fingers cold, trembling, yet determined. A shape emerged from the light, tall and angular. Its skin shimmered like liquid metal, reflecting every tree and shadow around it. Its eyes, or what I assumed were eyes, glowed a soft violet, intelligent, sad, and infinitely old. The creature tilted its head, studying us as if weighing the risk of friendship versus threat. "Hello?" Lina said, voice stronger than I would have expected. The alien, if that's what it was, responded, not with words, but with a sound, a symphony of tones that resonated directly in our minds. "You are safe. We need help." I stumbled backward. Did it just talk to our heads? Lina nodded. "Yeah, and it wants us to help it." Help it. How? We were kids, but the creature's gaze was pleading, and something in that gaze made me believe it. We followed it to a clearing where the light pooled like liquid mercury. It explained, in fragments of images and emotions, that it was from a world called Eryndor, far beyond our solar system. Its ship had crashed while fleeing a war that consumed planets. Alone, injured and stranded, it had only one hope: find humans with courage, empathy, and creativity. Courage, empathy, and creativity? I whispered to Lina later, after the alien, whom Lina decided to name Sorin, had gone silent for a moment. "Yeah," she said, "and apparently we tick all 3 boxes." Sorin needed something from Earth, something only humans could provide. It was a crystal, a living core from its world, now corrupted by the crash. It couldn't heal itself, couldn't repair the ship without our help. But we didn't have to understand the science. It was enough to know we had to try. So we did what any 14-year-olds would do. We improvised. I remember the first trial. Sorin projected a simulation in our minds, a storm of energy, black lightning, and screaming shadows. It wanted us to face our fears. Lina's fear appeared first. She was drowning in an ocean of books, unable to breathe, sinking endlessly. I dove into her nightmare with her, gripping her hand as if sheer will could pull her back. Then it was my turn. I faced my fear of being forgotten, of fading into nothing while the world moved on without me. The simulation showed me an infinite void. I felt it, a gnawing emptiness, until Lina's voice broke through. "Jace, you're not alone!" We emerged, both gasping, hearts pounding, soaked in sweat though it wasn't hot. Sorin's voice, mind voice, echoed, "You have passed the first trial. Only one remains." The final trial was the hardest. It asked us to confront a truth we hadn't admitted even to ourselves. The fear that some things, good things, moments, people, we loved, would never come back. Sorin projected a scene from the meadow we stood in, but twisted. Fires burned in the distance. The night sky was streaked with red. Lina screamed, herself screaming, or maybe the simulation, and I held her tight, forcing us both to remember what mattered. Trust, hope, friendship. We succeeded. The crystal pulsed, bright and clear again. Sorin's form shimmered, more solid than before. Its voice reached us, not in tones this time, but in words, audible, soft, but powerful. "Thank you, Jace. Lina, you have restored a fragment of Eryndor." Then it offered something unexpected, a choice. "Return home now," it said, "or come with me. Learn, explore, be part of something far greater than you've ever imagined." Lina looked at me. I looked at her. Our hearts raced, our minds whirling, and then we both smiled. "We'll go," I said. Her eyes sparkled. "Yeah, we'll go." Sorin extended a limb, if you could call it that, and touched our foreheads. There was no fear, no shock, just light. And then we were flying. Not in a ship, not tethered by seatbelts, but through space itself. Stars streaked past us like ribbons of fire. I could feel planets spinning, comets trailing, galaxies pulsing with life. Lina laughed, a sound that was swallowed up by the vastness yet echoed perfectly in our minds. Sorin guided us to Eryndor, or rather, to the fragments of it that still survived. Planets shattered, remnants of civilizations floating in crystal-clear voids, alive with energy and potential. It was more beautiful, more terrifying, and more wondrous than anything we'd ever imagined. And then, as we hovered above a broken city, Sorin said something that made my stomach tighten. "You must understand, not all of you will return. Some will stay, some will change, and some will never be the same again." I squeezed Alina's hand. "We'll face it together." "Yes," she said. "Together." Sorin smiled, or at least I think it did. The shape shifted into something resembling happiness. And then the real journey began. I won't lie, space is lonely. Even with Lina and Sorin, even with wonders beyond comprehension, there were moments when I wished for my old bedroom, my mom's pancakes, and the fireflies back home. But those wishes didn't feel like weakness. They felt like anchors, reminders of where I came from. And maybe that's the point. Sorin taught us that courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about feeling fear, sadness, loneliness, and still moving forward. That hope isn't about knowing the future. It's about trusting yourself enough to act, even when the odds are impossible. We learn to speak Eryndor's language, not with our mouths but with thought, emotion, and shared vision. Cities floated in zero gravity like intricate lace, powered by crystals singing with light. Creatures swam through space as easily as fish swim through water, some translucent, some glowing with colors we didn't even have names for. And everywhere, the echoes of lives lost and lives saved hummed together in a symphony that only the brave, or the foolish, would hear. Lina adapted faster than I did. She made friends among beings with 6 limbs, skin that shifted like smoke, eyes that could see the heartbeat of planets. I followed, clumsy, awed, terrified, but never alone. Sorin guided, protected, and occasionally lectured us on physics so advanced it made my brain hurt. One night, I remember it clearly, we floated in orbit above a dying moon. Lina pointed at the horizon where the sun of Eryndor was rising. "Jace," she said, voice soft, "do you think we'll ever go back?" I shrugged, feeling the pull of 2 worlds. "Maybe, maybe not. But I know one thing." "What?" "That whatever happens, we faced it together, and nothing, no fear, no war, no galaxy can take that away." She smiled, and for a moment I thought I could see the stars reflected in her eyes. Sorin hovered beside us, silent, yet somehow present. And as I looked at this strange, magnificent being, I realized something I hadn't before. Home isn't a place. It's the people you trust, the hearts you hold close, the courage you share. We stayed in Eryndor for what felt like years and yet no time at all. We learned, we explored, we saved fragments of worlds, patched up shards of civilizations, and left our mark. And all the while, I carried a quiet hope that one day we might see Earth again. Not to stay, but to remember. To tell stories of what courage can achieve when hearts remain fearless, even in the face of the impossible. Because in the end, that's all we were. 2 kids, a friend from the stars, and a universe waiting for us to believe.